Tonight, IMPD is urging people to ring in the new year safely and without gunfire.
Fox 59's Jesse Wells explains why police are reminding everyone about the dangers of firing a weapon into the air.
Exactly 1 year ago on New Year's, this home behind me was damaged by gunfire when a bullet fired into the air tore a hole in the roof. The man who lives here wishes people would learn a simple lesson that what goes up must come down.
This bullet hole is a reminder of a New Year's celebration gone wrong. An Indianapolis man claims he was lying in bed at his home along East 21st Street last New Year's Eve when a stray bullet fired into the air from somewhere in his neighborhood damaged his ceiling.
I don't think it's good that people do that, shoot in the air. Like, what's the whole purpose of shooting your gun in the air? I think it's very reckless for people to do that, That's how I feel. I think it's reckless.
While neither Jerome or his wife were hurt by the gunfire, he still wishes people would be more responsible.
They don't really think about it. They just shoot in the air. They don't think about the consequences. They don't think about where the bullet going to end up. They just think it's going to go up in the air and stay up in the air. No, it's going to come down. It's going to hit somebody's house or hit somebody's car or hit a person.
Jerome, of course, isn't alone. Every year, IMPD responds to numerous shots fired calls on New Year's Eve, and Fox 59 has repeatedly spoken to people whose homes have been damaged by the dangerous and illegal celebratory gunfire.
It's really dangerous and it's real. It came through my home.
IMPD insists bullets fired into the air can travel a mile or more upward and then fall at a speed between 300 and 500 feet per second, depending on the caliber of ammunition. That's plenty fast enough to damage the roof and could lead to injury or death.
We ask the community, please do not fire your weapons into the air. When you fire a gun into the air, a bullet goes up and a bullet has to come down somewhere.
And they don't think like that. But then they need to be more mindful because people get hurt doing stuff like that.
Finally, although no arrests were made in this case, anyone caught firing a gun into the air can be arrested and charged with criminal recklessness. Jesse Wells, Fox 59 News.
All right, Jesse, thank you. On a lighter note, South Bend police are also suggesting ways to safely celebrate the new year. In a social media post, they recommended a super soaker, which they say could be harmful to wicked witches, a Nintendo zapper, which could be harmful to the 8-bit ducks, and a Nerf gun, which could be harmful to vacuum cleaners.
Okay, the new